Welcome in, players, and thank you for clicking on today's video. We are going to be discussing some things about Freddy Fazbear that you might not have known. Did you know that Freddy was originally a little boy named Gabriel that was axed out of existence by William Afton? So who here doesn't know who Freddy Fazbear is? Doesn't know what FNAF is? If you're here, I think you may have clicked on the wrong video. Well, for anyone who doesn't know, we'll just do a quick recap. Freddy Fazbear is the central character in the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, has become one of the most iconic figures in modern horror gaming, created by Scott Cawthon. It quickly gained a massive following due to its blend of psychological horror, suspenseful gameplay, and its lore. The series revolves around animatronic characters like Freddy Fazbear, who are designed to entertain children by day but deadly by night. The animatronics are only deadly because of what William Afton did. FNAF's impact goes beyond just gaming, influencing countless fan theories, memes, and fan art. With its chilling atmosphere inspired other creators so many fan games for Five Nights at Freddy's. Freddy Fazbear's cultural footprint continues to grow, making him one of the most recognizable figures in horror entertainment. While Freddy Fazbear is one of the most well-known characters in the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, there are several common misconceptions and lesser-known aspects of his character in the series that fans often overlook. These details are crucial for a deeper understanding of the lore and the character's role in the greater narrative. Freddy's true role in the story. Many fans mistakenly view Freddy as the main antagonist, but his foe is more nuanced. While he is one of the most prominent animatronics, much of the deeper horror in the FNAF series is tied to a dark history of the pizzeria and his connection to the spirits of murdered children. Freddy, like the other animatronics, is a vessel for those vengeful spirits, and his actions are influenced by the tragic events that took place at the Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria. His malevolent behavior is rooted in the twisted past of the establishment, something that becomes more evident as the lore unfolds. Really, the main antagonist is William Afton. The evolution of Freddy's appearance. Fans are generally familiar with Freddy's appearance in his classic form, but his look undergoes subtle changes throughout the series. For example, in FNAF 2, Freddy appears as Toy Freddy, which presents a clearer, more child-friendly appearance compared to his scarier, deteriorated Freddy seen in the first game. This evolution represents a deeper shift in the story's timeline and the growing horror behind the animatronics as they become more haunted and deformed over time. It also helps that FNAF 2 is theorized to take place before the first one. I may be wrong about theorized, there may be proof, I'm not 100%. I should probably look that up. Okay, so yeah, from what I'm seeing, FNAF 2 takes place in 1987. Phone Guy is alive and the animatronics walk around during the day, which in one, Phone Guy stated they weren't allowed to because of the bite of 87. Fans often focus on the immediate horror of Freddy as a monster, but his role within the larger lore is crucial. Freddy is a central figure in the complex timeline that involves multiple characters, locations, and events. Understanding Freddy's actions in context, such as his connections to the various owners and his relationship to the mysterious purple guy, opens up the true depth of the narrative. Freddy is not just a figure of horror, he is a symbol of clinical nature of violence, the consequences of unchecked greed, and the tragedy of lost innocence that runs through the series. By exploring these lesser known aspects of Freddy, fans can begin to appreciate the complexity and depth of the franchise, moving beyond surface level scares to uncover the tragic backstory, that layered characters, and that the ongoing mystery that makes Freddy's story so captivating. These insights set the stage for a deeper exploration into the world that Scott Cawthon has created, revealing that Freddy is far more than just a creepy animatronic. The creation and development of Freddy Fazbear's and the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise is a fascinating journey that combines character design, deep lore, and behind-the-scenes decisions that shape the series' legacy. Let's delve into several key elements that have contributed to Freddy's iconic status. Freddy's character design. Freddy's design as the main animatronic bearer of the pizzeria is carefully crafted to invoke both childhood nostalgia and discomfort. At first glance, Freddy's appearance to be a lovable, friendly mascot, a bear in a top hat, bow tie, and microphone, typically associate with children's entertainment. However, the design intentionally evokes a sense of unease with unsettling proportions and stiff mechanical features. The contrast between innocence and something darker beneath the surface is a hallmark of FNAF's horror. Freddy's look in the original Five Nights at Freddy's was developed by Scott Cawthon, who initially received criticism for the character's uncanny valley appearance in an earlier game, Chipper and Sons Lumber Co. Fans complained that the character design felt unsettling, and this feedback would later be a driving force in redefining Freddy's look. The decision to lean into the eerie rather than the cute was ultimately a game-changing move that defined the tone of the entire series. The lore of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. The dark backstory surrounding Freddy and his fellow animatronics is one of the most intriguing aspects of the series. The pizzeria where Freddy resides is haunted by the spirits of children. So many children. Victim of the serial killer William Afton, who used the animatronics to trap their souls. Freddy, along with other characters like Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, is imbued with the tragic backstory that adds a layer of depth to the horror. This lore, often told through cryptic mini-games and hidden messages in the games, is a key part of what draws fans to the franchise. The tragedy of a haunted animatronic and the mystery of the pizzeria's dark history became an essential puzzle that players are eager to piece together. Freddy himself is one of the most prominent vessels for these spirits, making him both a terrifying villain and a tragic figure trapped in the cycle of vengeance. Freddy's evolution across the series. Freddy's character has undergone significant evolution across the FNAF games. Later games, particularly FNAF 3, introduced a nightmarish Freddy in the form of Nightmare Freddy, whose design is much more grotesque and unsettling. These changes reflect not only the ongoing decay of the pizzeria and its haunted legacy, but also the increasing sinister and dangerous nature of the animatronics themselves. Each new iteration of Freddy introduces new elements of fear, whether through their look, behavior, or the lore behind their transformation. And yes, there was phantoms in FNAF 3, but I feel like the nightmares were more from FNAF 4. The role of sound design. The FNAF franchise is also known for its innovative sound design, which plays a crucial role in building tension. Freddy's movements are often indicated through a subtle audio cue, whether it's the clanking of his mechanical joints or his low, distorted voice. Sound design helps elevate the sense of dread as players try to survive each night by listening closely for signs of Freddy's approach. And you know, if he got off that stage on the first one, you were screwed. That was it. That was the end. In fact, Freddy's vocalizations, especially in the earlier games, have a distinct eerie quality that is not immediately obvious, but adds to the creepy atmosphere. These audio cues were a powerful tool that reinforced Freddy's lurking presence, heightening the fear without even showing the animatronic in full view. Behind the scenes creation. The creation of Freddy in the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise owes much to Scott Cawthon. Prior to the success of FNAF, Cawthon had been struggling to break into the gaming industry, creating several games that didn't see much commercial success. However, after receiving criticism for the character design, Cawthon embraced the feedback and turned it into the foundation for Five Nights at Freddy's. The initial concept for the game was sparked by Cawthon's desire to create a horror game set in the creepy location. Freddy's character became the focal point of this terrifying environment. On a relatively small budget, relying on atmosphere, tension, jump scares, and deep hidden lore to create a world that fans could slowly explore through various games, books, and even online discussions. Like this one. Cawthon's ability to weave a complex narrative into the game mechanics combined with the skillful use of the sound and visual storytelling turned Freddy into an enduring symbol of indie horror success. Freddy was designed to be both a nostalgic figure, a character that could invoke memories of childhood entertainment, and the harbinger of fear, blending the innocence of children's mascots with the darkness of an unrelenting killer. Though Freddy's design, lore, and the behind-the-scenes efforts of Scott Cawthon. Through Freddy's design, lore, and the behind-the-scenes effect, Five Nights at Freddy's became more than just a series of horror games. Freddy, as both a character and a symbol, carries the weight of the pizzeria's dark history, embodying the series' theme of loss, revenge, and consequences of an unchecked evil. Understanding these facets of Freddy helped deepen the appreciation for the franchise, revealing how much thought and care went into shaping not just the games themselves, but the lasting culture impacted by Freddy. As we covered everything in this video, I hope it helped you understand Freddy just a little bit more. If you guys have any questions, anything like that, let me know in the comments. I hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye, players.